Hello, pack members. Taliana Wolfus here, and today we are covering the Gillette commercial, the Gillette Toxic Masculinity commercial, to be more specific. The best a man can get, or the best a man can be. We're going to watch the commercial. We're going to read some comments, because oh boy, are there a lot of comments. And we're going to talk about it a little bit, because it really does need to be talked about. It needs to be addressed. And the response to it really needs to be addressed. So, let's get this party started, shall we? That was really wide eyes. I'm so sorry for you. Alright, I'm going to delete my face, and we're going to watch a video.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy?
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
But she says
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
Smile, sweetie.
Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool, not cool.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, men,
and small.
I am strong.
But some is not enough.
It's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
So we will actually open this up in another tab over here. The best a man can be.org. And we will look at that in a hot second. So, that was the commercial. Don't bully each other. Don't let your kids beat the shit out of each other. Don't let other people sexually harass each other. Don't sexually harass someone. These are all basic, be a decent human being. Like, that's what the commercial is. Be a decent human being. Teach your kids to be a basic human being. The response to it, though, you'd think that somebody had told them to sell your kids into slavery. So let's go and look at the comments. I'm going to shrink my face up over here, and we're going to read some comments. Yes, they are bad. It's going to be bad. Okay. So, right up here, people are saying that they removed dislikes or whatever. I don't know. Thanks for the moral advice. Multinational company that was recently caught profiting off of forced child labor and price fixing. I don't know if that's true. Let's look. Oops. Well, let's see. There's Microsoft, Nike, Nestle, Nike. So I'm not seeing anything at all about Gillette using child slavery. Not surprised. Do you have proof of this. Someone correcting it. Shut up, liberal. This entire sentence, this entire comment rather, is going to be pretty much the entirety of everything we're reading here. Let's see. So apparently there's been a lot of comments from this post, from this woman. So the ad comes out raising men to have respect for each other and respect for women, and men are literally mad in the comments. Men are mad, but they say that feminists get triggered by everything. This one here, to us men, fighting and wrestling is not treating each other bad. It's actually grows bonds between us. When you try to demoralize something like that has helped us form friendships, it makes people mad. Let's look at some of these, shall we? These kids definitely look like they're playing. Right? They totally look like they're just having a good old time. Yeah. No, you can't see his face in that one. It'll be later in here. That kid totally looks like he's just playing around. These kids in the back that are about to beat the hell out of this child, they totally look like they're just playing. That's a camaraderie being born right there. No. You're telling everyone else they're mad and blah blah blah. Where's the other comment that I was looking for? Ah, look, it's the sexist thought who can't stop commenting. First of all, calling somebody a thought is sexist. This issue is about men. It's not for you. You can't relate and understand. Go away. Then I take it you have absolutely no opinion on women's rights on abortion, right? Right? Because if I have no right to comment about the fact that you're being ridiculous over toxic masculinity, then you have no right to look at my rights at all or be involved in them. And it's just separate and I have all my rights, right? No? That's not how it works? Grow up. Okay. But yeah, can't control natural instinct. Bucks chase does down to mate, so if a man chased a woman down to ask for their number or something, it's toxic masculinity, whatever that even means. Sounds like another reason to not buy stuff from Gillette to me. You are literally saying that because wild animals reproduce by rape, that it is fine for you to sexually harass and or possibly rape a woman because it's instinct. No, it's not. It's not. And you know what? Even if it was instinct, humans, okay, we have a higher function. We have a higher social function. We have higher brain function. We can go, that's an instinct, but that's not okay to do. Let's step away from that. People are just fucking stupid. And that's going to be, again, most of this. Gillette is deleting comments against this video. I'm seeing a whole lot of them. The best a cisgender soy boy can get. Do they know what that means? Do they know what cisgender is? Do they know? Cisgender is you identify with your birth sex. Like, I'm a cisgender female. So I don't know, Gillette, the best Michelle Obama can get. I don't know why people are upset by that. And soy boy apparently refers to vegans. But yeah, again, Gillette giving moral advice. They were caught profiting off of child and slave labor. We just looked at that. Here, we'll go to the second page and see if something else comes up. Seeing a lot about Nike and Adidas. No? 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 Still nothing? Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm still not seeing anything about slave labor or child labor from Gillette. Sorry. But yeah, this guy here, this ad is about we as men treat, speak, and deal with our issues, be them internally or externally, brought on by someone or something beyond our control. I am an angry man. I have anger issues. I admit that. At times, I am the person that this is wanting to talk about or change. I can admit to myself online, and a lot of the time, that boys will be boys thinking doesn't hurt those males in my life or family. I am mistaken greatly. This ad speaks a lot to how the world is really beginning to wake up and see our attitudes. We aren't the same way we saw our parents as kids. We need to strive to leave a better, lasting impression for all men, as well as ourselves in the future. Yeah. He got the point. Down here, I think many people in this comment section are confused. This video doesn't say it's wrong to be masculine or male. This video says it's not okay to make excuses when people misbehave and ignore them. And if you aren't creating the problem, then good. This video wasn't about you. But it still might have been addressed to you, as it seems to be addressed to the bystanders. It's a way to point out to you problems that others are experiencing. You might have been blessed to never experience these, but these are caused by other people, and they might need you to stand up and speak out against them, if and when you see it in life. And yeah, this video is very much addressed at the bystanders. It's not just addressed at, the people that are already so deep in toxic masculinity that they're not going to change their ways. It's not aimed at them. Because Gillette knows, people know they're not going to give a single flying fuck. This is aimed at the people that go, I don't know if I should step in when this guy's harassing somebody at the bar. I don't know if I should step in when someone's getting beat up at school. I don't know if I should step in when blank. And Gillette is saying, yes, you should step in. Be better. Teach others to be better. Or at the very least, make it so that you're a barrier so that when people aren't being better, they aren't being affected. Others aren't being affected negatively. Yeah. Alright. So let's go to the Twitter. So, isn't it time companies stopped pissing off their customers and kissing the asses of liberals? I know I won't be buying your products any longer. Hate to tell you this, but a lot of their a lot of the people that use Gillette are gonna be liberals. I hate to tell you this, but the younger generation is primarily liberal. We're liberal because we look at you guys and go, wow, that's fucking stupid. And we change our ways. And it's not just, the loud girl over here sitting in a chair. It's guys, too. Let's, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Let's see if I can find that map. It's saying that it's not completely accurate, but, that's probable. Okay. 50 years of electoral college maps, blah, blah, blah. This is going to be the basic one I'm going to use. This is not exactly the same one I saw, but it helps prove my point a little bit. That we are hardcore, mostly blue. Now, we are not mostly Democrat, which is what blue signifies, but because we are a, split government, and not a free government, we have to say we're Democrat, we're blue, we're liberal, we're not independents, apparently. So there you go. There's the basics there. Now, let's pop back over to Twitter. By the way, this guy up here, his tagged tweet, or his pinned tweet, just said that I won't agree with what you're saying, but I'll fight for your right to say it. That's why people are laughing. I'm offended because I'm offended by this ad because I've never done any of the things depicted in it, and yet I'm still lumped in with the betrayal of men and masculinity simply because I am male. No, you're not. You're really not, because it addressed you too. It's saying not all men are like this, but a lot of them are. The majority right now are. It covered everything from mansplaining, which, yeah, that's what it was, is when he, tapped her shoulder and he's like, what I think she was trying to say. Yeah, that's mansplaining. Yeah, sorry, hate to tell you that. But it covered everything from mansplaining and letting your kids beat each other up because boys will be boys, to sexual harassment. If you aren't the cause of the problem, fine. Just don't be just a bystander. Step in, is what Gillette is saying to you. Oh, boy. Let's see. Hope it's worth losing thousands of customers for your stupid identity politics and calling all men bad. That's not what they did. I'm pretty sure they even showed multiple men doing good things and calling guys out in this ad. And then right underneath, the guy's like, get back in the kitchen, sweet cheeks. If you don't know, you're part of the problem. Then right underneath it, we have, like, the perfect fucking description of, explaining things to a woman. I believe he was being facetious, parodying how the ad demonizes the things bad men do, and act like it's a much greater proportion of the men who do these things. He's not really making his thoughts clear, though, so I understand your reaction, LOL. Yeah, I just looked at his Twitter page, and no, I kind of think he really meant everything he said. Yep. Yep. Sheridan over here saying, they're saying be decent human beings, and men and women, male and female, both have to make huge strides. Yep. This person here, how about we focus on the actual issue of absentee fathers, plummeting high school graduation rates, the lack of male teachers, role models, etc. It's not as if men who already adhere to moral codes need to be told to act a certain way. You're right. It's not directed at me or, guys like me that are like, yeah, no, women need to be treated equally. And it's not directed at Mr. Get Back in the Kitchen over there. It's directed at, I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should step in, or I don't know if this is okay. It's directed at them to say, no, it's not okay. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for someone else. We can, in fact, do both. Both are important. Yes. Also, the lack of male teachers. I don't know about y'all, but, there was only 5 female teachers in my whole high school. So, yeah, I'm not sure what they're talking about lack of male teachers over here. This. Real men will not buy Gillette anymore. Well done. We've got, I'm pretty sure that's John Wayne, who's total sexist asshole. And then some scene kid. Oh no, he wears eyeshadow. He's not a real man. And then you've got, I swear I've seen that. I don't know who the hell she is, which says something. But I swear I've only ever seen her in gifs of her being pulled over some guy's knee to be spanked while she's his wife. Which, unless you're doing that consensually in a bedroom, that's not appropriate. And, I'm assuming what is supposed to be the depiction of a fat feminist. Ooh. Thanks to your new low of pandering to people who don't use your product, I will be buying a different brand of razor. Hate to tell you this, we do use their product. I don't know about you, but, liberals shave. Sorry. During childbirth, a woman can almost understand the pain a conservative man feels during a Gillette commercial. That still just cracks me up. Still can't tell the difference between pain and righteous indignation? Well, I guess women really are emotional and not logical. Good luck with that, lady. And yes, I know you identify as a man, but if it quacks like a duck. There are like 12 levels of go fuck yourself that I have for that entire comment. There just are. Somebody underneath is like, that's a lot to unpack here, but I think we'll just throw away the whole suitcase. Agreed. Nobody complained about toxic masculinity when we were saving the world from Nazis. This hate and intolerance of identity politics pitches us against each other and has gone way too far. It's time to stop creating divisions in our society and start coming together to seek opportunities, solving our shared issues with each other. That's what Gillette is saying to do. But also, to now, like, address your picture. You don't get to use the nobody was talking about it when Nazis. Number one, our president's a fucking Nazi. Hate to tell you this, Donald Trump is a goddamn fascist. Actually, I don't hate to tell you that. He's a fucking fascist. Period. But on top of that, during the time when this was happening, you know, women were running the country, right? But also, we were completely running the country. That is when huge amounts of feminist rights started up, because for the first time in fucking ever, we had the choice to go, hey, you know, I don't want to be barefoot in the kitchen. I don't want to be wearing heels and vacuum the floor. I want to vote. That is when the time started of women having the right to say something. Now we're coming to the point where it's like, wow, yeah, guys are being really badly affected by this. We need to fix it. And people are being badly affected by it. Rosie the Riveter. Yep. Boys will be boys. So it looks like you're realizing the gravy train of adding a blade every year is over. Mach 18 razor doesn't sound so good, so you'll be resorting to this BS. I don't know what MGTOW is. What is MGTOW? Men going their own way. Oh, this shit. I see. MGTOW is... they're basically just fucking... what do they call them? Oh, the, like, unwilling celibates or whatever. And there's a bunch of bitches. Boys will be boys. Please don't insult the memory of these brave World War II soldiers with ridiculous meme. Boys will be boys is not referring to their bravery or courage, but to men who demean, belittle, and treat women like objects. And then somebody else, right underneath, says, actually, I kind of like where this is going. Let's change the meaning of boys will be boys to what it should be. Men who lead by example and stand up for what's right. Yep, absolutely. Turns out Gillette cuts through facial hair and toxic masculinity with razor-sharp precision. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. It's beautiful on a lot of levels. Remind me of those insurance commercials that tell the narrative is about being better people. OMG, right? You have no idea. It's for insurance, and then you're crying over how much the guy loves a random dog, and then he stops showing you, and then he stops showing up, so you cry more, and then they hit you with buy life insurance. Not that I'm speaking from experience. I've cried to that commercial. I want to be a man who can also be emotionally moved by beautiful narratives. Is that too much to ask? Yeah. According to toxic masculinity, it is. Out to buy new razors, old ones in the bin where they belong. I'm sure that's why you put them in a clean, empty bin with tissue underneath so you could buy new ones. Yeah, those are $6 a piece razors. Like, at least $6 a piece. You're not just throwing those away. I'm proud to be your customer. And Gillette saying we appreciate your support. It's ironic if an ad that supports men ends up leading to less male and more female customers, only because, again, well, I'm about to go into that. But yeah, we've got we've got a lot of stuff here just basically saying it's toxic males being pissed off and other people going, you know you're fucking nuts, right? So, the parent company, we actually just saw a tweet about that, or a reply rather, about their parent company. So let's jump over to the parent company. Alright. P&G, I don't remember what they are. Procter & Gamble? Yeah, they're Procter & Gamble, I think. So, let's see, because if you're going to boycott them, you got to boycott everything, right? So let's see everything that they're in. Love's and Pampers, two of the biggest diaper brands. Tide, Ariel, I've never heard of Ariel. Bounce, Cheer, Downy, Dreft, Era, Gain, Ace, and Raindex. Bounty, Charmin, Puffs, Always, Always Discreet, and Tampax. Head and Shoulders, Aussie, Herbal Essences, Old Spice, and Pantene. Cascade, Dawn, Febreze, Gain, Joy, Mr. Clean, Swiffer, Salvo. Braun, Gillette, Venus, The Art of Shaving. I've never heard of that either. Align, Clear Blue, Meta, Pepto-Bismol, Prilosec, Vicks, ZzzQuil, Crest, Fixodent, Oral-B, and Scope. Again, Gillette, Ivory, Olay, Old Spice again, Safeguard, Secret, Native, Snowberry. So they have a lot of brands, and if you're going to boycott them, you basically can't ever take a shower or clean your house again, is what I'm seeing. Now, as someone who boycotts things, there are ways to work around that, but, you know, be prepared to put in some elbow grease. But yeah, they have their fingers in a lot of things, and you'll notice it's a lot of stuff that's directed at women and a lot of stuff that is directed at men. And then they've got stuff that's directed at everybody, like toothpaste. Don't say toothpaste is a woman's product. Please go brush your teeth. We've got everything. So the best a man can get and the best a man can be is basically 30 years ago we launched the best man can get tagline. Since then, it's been an aspirational statement reflecting standards that many men strive to achieve. But turn on the news today and it's easy to believe that men are not at their best. Many find themselves at a crossroads caught between the past and a new era of masculinity. While it is clear that changes are needed, where and how we can stand to effect the change is less obvious for many. And when the changes needed seem so monumental, it can feel daunting to begin. So let's do it together. It's time to acknowledge that brands like ours play a role in influencing culture, and as a company that encourages men to be their best, we have a responsibility to make sure we are promoting positive, attainable, inclusive, and healthy versions of what it means to be a man. With that in mind, we've spent the last few months taking a hard look at our past and coming communication and reflective on the types of men behaviors we want to celebrate. We're inviting all men along on this journey with us to strive to be better and to make us better and to make each other be better. From today on, we pledge to actively challenge the stereotypes and expectations of what it means to be a man everywhere you see Gillette. In the ads we run, the images we publish on social media, and the words we choose, and so much more. As part of the Best a Man Can Be campaign, Gillette is committing to donate $1 million per year to the next 3 years to nonprofit organizations executing programs in the United States designed to inspire, educate, and help men of all ages achieve their personal best and become role models for the next generation. Our tagline needs to continue to inspire us to all be better every day, and each create a new standard for boys to admire and for men to achieve, because the boys of today are the men of tomorrow. We've all got work to do, and it starts today. Gillette, the best a man can get. How is this being treated like a bad thing? Honestly, $1 million per year for the next 3 years to nonprofit organizations teaching men to be better, teaching boys to how to be men. Like, why is this being treated badly. Because they want to... You've got conservatives that want to throw around the tagline of soy boy and not know what the hell they're talking about. And change is bad, and Thomas Edison was a witch until you're on your smartphone. That's why. So, let's go back here, shall we? Let's go back to full screen. So, we've got people saying that women have no right to have a voice in men's rights, or men's anything. My point that I'm going to go to again is, then you have no right to tell me what I can and cannot do with my body on abortion or anything else ever. It's instinct for a guy to chase down a woman to try and get her number or to harass her. Fuck that entirely, because no, it's not. And if it is, then guess what? We don't follow our instincts. We're not wild animals. But you know what? I bet that whole instinct thing would go right out the window as soon as you brought up gay marriage to that guy. Just basically, we have toxic masculinity is the basic sounding board of, I don't want to say the alt-right, but I feel like I kind of have to. We are looking at mostly conservatives sitting here screaming and throwing fits because how dare you say that a man is a man even if he doesn't beat the fuck out of somebody else. How dare you say that men shouldn't, hit on women when they're not supposed to. We have a major company sitting here and saying, hey, you've been demonizing the Me Too movement. Here's what it actually is. Because that's the other thing. The people that are all pissed here are also the ones trying to say they're afraid of the Me Too movement because you're going to brush shoulders with a woman at work by accident passing in the hallway and then get nailed for sexual harassment. No, you're not. You're going to grab her ass in the hallway and get nailed for sexual harassment. That's what the Me Too movement is. The Me Too movement is stopping rape and stopping sexual harassment. It is not, oh, women are going to overreact every 30 seconds and everyone is going to be in trouble all the time because we brushed shoulders or I said something, kind of crass at the water cooler. That's not what it is. But that's what media wants to portray. That's what people want to believe it is so that they can just say women are overreacting and they can demonize this movement and bury it. And now that they've got this huge brand, as we saw, they go from everything from babies' diapers and your razors and all of your soap to some of your medicine even. So we have them saying, no, that's not what the Me Too movement is. We have them saying you have to be better. You can't just be this dickhead. You can't just sit there and hit on a woman when she doesn't want it. You can't just sit there and let your children beat the fuck out of each other. If you're a bystander, step in. Don't stand by, step in, is what it is saying here. And I don't think it should be looked at badly like it is. But it is, of course, because any change is huge and scary and bad, and Thomas Edison was a witch. Alright, well, that is my video on the, I don't want to call it Gillette discourse, but that's what it's turned into. It's toxic masculinity. It's my video on the toxic masculinity Gillette ad and my opinions on it, which is toxic masculinity is terrible. It's bad for men, it's bad for women, it's bad for everything in between and outside of it. It's not a good thing, and it's not a good thing that it's running our country. It's not a good thing that it's teaching our children. It needs to go the fuck away. Toxic masculinity, toxic femininity, it all needs to freaking perish. It just does. Anyway, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out. Bye-bye.